Making characters is one of the best parts of D&D. Choosing their class, coming up with a backstory, rolling for stats. When you're just starting a game, the possibilities are endless. But let's be real, not every character fits every game. How do you make sure your PC will mesh well with the DM's vision for the campaign? Good news, there are some fundamental ideas you can keep in mind while designing your character that basically every DM will appreciate. And in the long run, they'll be more fun for you too. In this video, I'll share some of the things my players can do with their PCs that always get me excited as the Dungeon Master to set them on an adventure. Without further ado, let's get started. Ask 100 D&D players about their characters, and you're going to hear a lot of different ideas for what PCs could and should be. Some people love playing serious and grounded characters, while others prefer to play someone more weird and wacky. Some will be obsessed with creating original concepts, while many will want to just play their favorite action heroes with some light rebranding. And a lot of anime characters. Like, a lot of anime. But depending on the campaign, your DM might have a specific tone in mind for the game they want to run. They're a player at the table too, and the setting is, in a way, their character to play. So if they want to run a game that's dark and horror themed, and you show up with a PC named Donald the Clown who uses balloon animals as a spell focus, they might not be too excited to run the game for you. Making a character that fits the tone of the story tells your Dungeon Master not just that you've paid attention to the world they're setting up, but that you respect their fun too. Beyond making a character that fits the setting, giving your PC a place in the DM's world is another awesome way you can make their life easier. Coming up with storylines is tough, especially figuring out how to get your players invested in each adventure. By working with your DM to connect your character to the people and places of the campaign, they can better tailor quests and moments to fit you and your interests. Does your cleric have a hometown? Your game master can make a story where their family and friends are in danger. Is there a forest your druid is particularly attached to? Well, it'll be pretty exciting when orcs start burning it down and your party can go stop them. Of course, this applies to NPCs too. Giving your character a few family members, close friends, or bitter rivals the DM can use in the adventure is another opportunity to tie your character to the world. That's instant quest givers they know will pique your interest, or minor characters they can pop in here and there to create some fun role-playing scenarios. You don't have to go overboard with all of this. Your character doesn't need to have a connection to every city on the map, and 20 NPCs in your backstory might be too much. But the more you work with your DM to create a character that feels like they've been living in the setting, not just dropped in the moment the campaign starts, the better the game will be for both of you. Sometimes you don't even have to be subtle about helping your DM. Just tell them what you want your PC to accomplish on the adventure. It's hard to involve a character in the narrative when they're fully content with life, happy to just adventure for fun without any care in the world. Having goals for your PC, like artifacts to collect or an enemy they've sworn vengeance on, will make it much easier for your Dungeon Master to come up with a story that revolves around you and the rest of the party. But having goals doesn't stop at character creation. You don't just stop wanting things after you accomplish something big, like getting your dream job, or, finally beating every course in Mario Kart 8 on 200cc. Not that I've done that or anything. No, you make new goals, so your PC should too. Evolving with the story and continuing to bless your DM with new plot hooks you're guaranteed to bite on will make them love your character even more. You know what's just as fun as rolling a nat 20? Getting a nat 1. If you've played long enough, you know that failure is often just as fun as success in D&D. Floundering a bit, getting into a bad situation, and then trying to dig yourself out of that hole can produce some of the most exciting and memorable moments in the game. But when making their character, a lot of people focus only on the success side of things, trying to make the best build possible or boosting their stats as high as they can go. Making a character who's flawed will be great for your DM in two ways. First, they're just more interesting. Your Dungeon Master is a player too, and when PCs aren't just succeeding all the time, they get to improvise more and move the story in new and cool ways. Failures can really shake things up. Second, it'll be easier to challenge you. If you've made your PC with some obvious holes in their abilities, they'll know which of your skills to target when they want to add an extra layer of difficulty to an adventure. And on the flip side, how to help you excel in certain moments. Those shortcomings don't have to only be in your stats though. There's a reason character sheets come with a section to write in all of your flaws. Giving your PC some blind spots and pitfalls for role-playing can be just as fun as a 6 in wisdom. Sure, your bard might have really high charisma, but if their flaw is having an ego the size of Faerun, that opens the door for you to flop a bit when people challenge them in ways that maybe don't suit their skill set, but would be a real blow to their pride to turn it down. There will be plenty of times throughout a campaign where your PC gets to do something cool and flex their abilities, but your DM will also appreciate all the times they fall flat on their face. Some of my favorite moments of the Dungeon Master are when I sprung truly shocking twists on my players, or when something they thought they knew turned out to be different than they were expecting. If you button up everything in your character's backstory, where they came from, the fate of all their allies, etc., your DM will struggle to find ways to subvert your expectations, and you'll be robbed of those moments that catch you off guard. Leave some blanks in your character's story for your dungeon master to fill in. Your closest ally who you fought with in the big war? They went missing after a really bloody battle, and you haven't seen them since. The mysterious artifact you found right before the adventure. Who knows what it does? Certainly not you. Your entire order of monks was betrayed by their leader. If only you knew their motivations. Don't feel the need to answer every question you pose in your backstory. Leaving some open for your DM to interpret as they see fit will make the game more interesting for you and them. D&D is, at its core, a team game. Parties work together to tackle challenges, make decisions, and shape the narrative. But not every character is built to work well with others. Having a player who always goes off on their own, never wants to interact with their fellow adventurers, and is constantly stealing the spotlight will bring sessions grinding to a halt and give your DM their fair share of headaches. Maybe more than anything else on this list, your DM will thank you for making a PC who's a team player. A character who finds their own reason to stay with the team, rather than the dungeon master having to beg them to stick around. A character who actively engages with the other players and takes an interest in their stories and plot lines. A character who brings others into the spotlight with them, giving them a chance to shine too. Sure, some of this comes down to how you play, but as you're building your perfect PC, thinking about how they'll fit in with the group, not just on their own, will help them find a place in your DM's heart. Or maybe they'll fudge that nat 20, which absolutely would have killed them. Just saying. Those are just a few ways you can build a character that your DM will love. But hey, while those are things I appreciate, I'm just one dungeon master. I'd love to hear some of the aspects of your PCs and your players' PCs that you found endearing in the comments. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, leaving a like is always appreciated. If you want to see more, you should subscribe to the Bard's College. I make videos all about D&D, DMing, and everything in between, so stick around. But for now, good luck, and remember, crit your players.